front chunk, but we can make it larger in the back end. Yeah. What does that mean?
What does back end mean?
What? We're talking about filming here.
Larger in the back end.
Larger in the back end.
All right.
Oh my God.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Candace.
And welcome to Don't Start.
And as we like to say, don't start.
Candace, save it for the show.
Exactly. So let's get to it.
Candace, this is a great day.
Wait,
it's a great day to be alive.
It's interview day, but I have to share something with you real quick. So are you a snack keeper in your car?
No.
You don't have snacks in your car? Like I have a stash of hidden snacks in my car.
Well, you have a child.
No. This is not snacks he can have. This is for me. Do you
These
not
are
do that?
my snacks. I would say, did you start doing it when you were pregnant?
No.
Okay.
Way before.
Okay. I was thinking that maybe like
you're
morning
trying to be
sickness,
kind,
like
and let's
I
find
need
a
a
reason.
saltine.
No. This is like.
How about when you were driving in Los Angeles?
Yes.
Because it was like, oh, it's going to be a half hour, then it becomes 2 hours or whatever because of traffic. Maybe trail mix.
So
if I know I have a day.
I know.
Yeah.
I've literally come to the point where like we're driving, or Tom's driving the car and I'm home and I'm like, if you're in dire need, there's some stash under the, elbow rest.
What do you stash? Because
like pretzels.
pretzels work. I'm wondering if things like
nothing that can melt.
I was gonna say if you trail mix that has the yogurt in it, that just destroys everything.
I mean, I can't even believe that. But anyway, it got me
melt
when I was driving today.
Snicky snacks. That's what we used to call it. My neighbor in Nutley would call Snicky snacks, but I think it was for the pets. Like, oh, we're going to give it to the dog, Snicky snacks.
I guess the reason I'm bringing this up is because the person we're interviewing today talks about positive body image, and I had a moment when I was reaching for my sneaky snacks that I was like, oh my God.
So you have sneaky snacks and I have snicky snacks.
And I was like, oh my God, I'm reaching for my sneaky snacks.
Well, our guest is a big snack. He's fantastic. He's a big gay fat friend.
Oh my God, I love this. He claimed that title.
Yes, we are not. But one of my great friends that I've met doing theater in Los Angeles, which is my happy place, both places. Mm-hmm. But we were doing sketch comedy with a phenomenal troupe that did 30-minute musicals. We did Top Gun as musical, Jurassic Park, Transformers, Roadhouse as a musical, Home Alone. And Todd Masterson was one of my great friends that we met doing that. And I don't know if you felt this way, but like in Los Angeles, all the people I like worked with and that kind of stuff, we all became family.
Yes, absolutely.
They become your people. We've said this before. They speak my language.
Yeah, and you're with each other so much that they literally do become your family.
Yes. And Todd, he's loud.
He's loud.
He's got a huge personality.
Well, he's got a huge social media presence.
He's got a presence on social media. He's got a presence in person.
He's got a podcast.
He's a hysterical voice. Like he wrote comedy for Joan Rivers for Fashion Police.
Wait, that's the thing I got to talk to him about.
Oh, I can't wait.
Because I'm a diehard Joan Rivers fan.
Yeah. And to put jokes into her voice, how spectacular
on.
is that? RuPaul Drag Race he worked with. But he also is known as the Gay Fat Friend online. And he has Gay Fat Friend and Friends podcast. I gotta hear about everything.
This is amazing.
He gets like mayonnaise sent to him in like huge sandwiches. I'll show you.
Wait, like as a sponsor?
Yes, we gotta just check it out. Let's get Todd in here and let's talk to him.
Todd, come on in.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you
now.
Yay.
Todd.
We're so
Hi.
excited.
I haven't seen you in forever.
I know, it's been so long.
And I just want to know your whole story. I mean, do you think it's been like 7 years?
When did
I
you
moved
go?
from Los Angeles, which Todd is coming from us, from the land of law.
Oh, so good morning.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about
I'm
the
actually
morning
in the
time.
bright lights and big city of Glendale.
Yeah, Glendale. It's a beautiful place.
I actually wanted to bring up your microphone recently to Candace because I have had this like irk of people holding those tiny things, the influencers. And
Right?
I've been,
Either doing the like tiny lapel
Yes.
mic or just doing this and like covering their
yes,
I'm like,
so the
What
tiny
is
mic.
that?
So Todd though has this great pink microphone phone, and it's fully wired. And did you have your mom on recently?
yeah, I
See?
did when I was in St. Louis.
Oh my God, Todd, how are you doing? What are you doing in California?
I'm so good. There's dog hair on my microphone.
Live it
I'm
up.
house sitting for my husband's mom in Glendale because she is on a Viking river cruise.
That's what I did.
Those are supposed to be amazing.
No, Mom and I did Viking last year, Mediterranean, and we're doing Egypt in September. My mom and her going down the Nile.
Oh my God, that's so exciting. Yeah, Arlene and her best friend Debbie are in the North Sea, so they flew to Norway yesterday.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
I love
my
that. And I love
God.
when we
And
talk about
I'm here for 3.5 weeks because it's a very long cruise.
Wait,
so.
do we want to book a trip to go see
Maybe
Todd
we
and
should.
help him house it?
Maybe we should.
Todd Masterson, so we've met doing 30-minute musicals. Do you know which
did.
show was it that we met?
So I actually met you before I was part of the company on the sidewalk outside of that West Hollywood theater that's now a pot shop by Target.
Pot shop.
My God.
We literally were just talking about there's pot
We
shops
were just
everywhere.
talking about
Theater, though.
dispensaries everywhere.
I don't remember.
That company still exists. They just moved to a different theater. Or
Okay,
they
got
did
it. So which
pre-pandemic.
show?
I'm trying to think. Was it Top Gun? No, were you ever in Top Gun?
No. 'cause
I saw Top Gun because
Yeah.
my husband grew up with Tommy, who ran 30-minute musicals. So we were
Wait,
living
which
in
Tommy?
LA.
Wait, with Tom Lank?
Tommy DeTrenis.
Oh, Tom DeTrinis.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh my
There's
God, I
seriously three
completely
Toms in the
forgot
company.
that.
Yes.
Oh my God,
My
this
husband
is
grew up with him, so he was like, we got to go see the 30-minute musicals. And I was like, my friend Sarah is in them.
How funny is it? Small world that I didn't even I completely forgot
I know,
that
I know.
Candace.
It's random.
So
And
Todd,
there's literally 3 Toms in the company.
I know. It's true. It's true. There are.
I know I literally was going through it.
Yeah.
But
But okay, and I was never in Top Gun. That's the one I've never done that show.
was Home Alone your first one?
No, my first one was Independence Day.
Oh, right.
Audience
I
members,
forgot
these
about.
are 30-minute musicals that were put on in a theater at the Hudson Theater in Los Angeles. They were
Hudson.
super fun. I love that theater. They were so fun. They were 30 minutes. You condensed the whole movie into 30 minutes, and you guys were so funny.
Movies that shouldn't necessarily be a musical.
Yeah, probably never will be musicals.
Yes.
That's okay.
Sometimes
You
they
don't know.
do.
Look at Broadway
Todd,
these days.
But I have to talk to you about what you've created for yourself. When did Gay Fat Friend come around and become such a part of you, and as an influencer, as a podcaster, as a social media star?
Tell us all things.
I started it in the fall of 2019. I want to say, I had this joke that I originally posted it on my personal page, my personal Todd Masterson Instagram page. And I had this joke idea for a long time, and I finally bit the bullet and did it when Rob and I went to Palm Springs and rented a house in Palm Springs. And so we had this cute
Rob is his
little
husband.
house with a pool.
Shout out to Rob.
Hi, Rob.
Hi, Rob. And so we rented this cute little house with a pool in Palm Springs. And I was like, okay, I finally want to do this joke where I take a bunch of pictures with my shirt off, and then I Photoshop myself into pictures of muscly gay guys that never have a fat friend. And I just want to Photoshop myself into their pictures to show them what it would look like if they actually had a fat friend at their pool party. So I took all these pictures in that pool and made, I think I did 10 pictures, and I posted it as a carousel on Instagram on my personal thing. And that blew up just from my page. And I only had 4,000 followers or something at the time. That's great. But my friend Lucas was like, you have to make this a thing. Make this its own thing and do it every day, or do it, once a week. And I was like, well, I got nothing else to do. And so I launched that, I think in October of 2019. And then it blew up really fast. It blew up on gay Instagram. And then the pandemic hit, and there was nothing else to do. So
Right.
then I really dove into it. And that's when I started TikTok, and I started doing video. But I mean, I did do it every day for 6 months. I found a new picture, took a
Every
picture
day.
of myself with my shirt off, and Photoshopped myself in. So for 6 months straight, I did it every single day.
What's your proudest one? Do you have one that what?
There's a couple that really went viral, really blew up with because I would just use I would grab pictures from other influencers and stuff.
Right.
So those ones would blow up. And honestly, I was never making fun of these guys. There was a group of guys that I hated, and I was making fun of them, but they didn't know that.
What did you dislike about them? Because they were so specifically
They're just so West Hollywood,
narcissistic,
snooty,
full of
exclusive.
themselves.
Can we call it
Yeah.
thirsty? My friend Ravi sometimes calls a
very,
picture
thirsty.
thirsty. He's like, that's
Yeah,
really
that-
thirsty.
So
They're-
desperate, a little desperate thirsty.
Yeah. But like, they go on those like massive group vacations of 20 people, and
That stresses me out.
they all hate each other secretly, and they're
Yeah.
all talking about
That's what I think,
Yes.
right? Aren't they
She's
all
right.
sort of competing?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
I just saw a friend I knew from back in the day, and I feel like she only surrounds herself with these perfect looking people.
No, I can't.
And I would be like the little, like, just 5'2" tree trunk
Yeah,
that'd be
no.
like, hey guys, wait for me. Like, I can't keep up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I made fun of that group a lot, and those ones really went viral because like they're kind of one of the friendship group that everybody hates in the gay community. They're like
The mean girls?
They have millions of followers on Instagram, and yeah, they're just mean girls, and everybody hates them. And then my first like super viral thing was they always go on like group vacations and stuff together, right? And they do this like big Thanksgiving trip to Big Bear, and they always rent a big cabin. And so they did this video of walking through the cabin while they were having like a cocktail party, but just of them. There was like 15 guys staying in this cabin in Big Bear, and they were walking through with a Christmas song playing in the background because they were like, they were there for Thanksgiving, but they were also doing like Christmas together or something. And so I edited myself into that like walk through because it was so fake. It felt like a sitcom intro. Like someone was walking through with a camera, and they would walk up to people talking, and then they would just like pause and look at the camera. And, like,
Oh my God.
And then
not an
they
ounce
would
of
go-
authenticity, right?
Yeah, and it felt like it could be a joke, but it also felt like they were trying to be real. So it was like, I don't know what's going on here. So I just screen recorded it and then grabbed it and then edited myself into it, and
God, that's
just like being stupid and eating food dumb and all this stuff. So and that really blew up. So that was like the first like mega thing. I was like, oh, people like this. This is fun.
And how do you feel like your comedy voice is like transferred over to social media? Because you have a background writing comedy.
Yeah, we got to get to that.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely plan out a lot of stuff that I do. Like I like to write stuff. I'm not very good at improv. So a lot of the stuff I do, like I do like to pre-write. I like notes. I like lists.
Look at us.
So-
We have notes over here.
So it's definitely, it's helped me like in the way, like I can like plan out what I'm going to do, and I know what I'm going to release. And it's very rare that I just like turn on the camera and record, like everything's kind of planned and set up. But I don't do stand up anymore. Like when the pandemic hit and everything kind of stopped, stand up totally changed. And I didn't think stand up was ever going to come back, but I mean, we didn't know what was going to come back after the pandemic. Like the pandemic was weird. And so I was like, oh, I don't think stand up's ever going to come back. I don't like it. I'm doing really well on the internet, so I want to stick with that.
Do you
Absolutely.
feel like now with being this like online influencer, podcaster, do you feel like you have more control over your career and your own happiness and your success?
Yeah, I can say what I want. I can do what I want. I can work with the people that I want to. I don't have to be in rooms and situations with people I don't like. That's the other thing too, is like when you're a stand-up comedian, you have to do shows with comedians that are gross and you don't like and stuff like that. And you're kind of at the end of the day considered coworkers, and it's like, I don't want to be around these people. I don't want to be on the same set. I don't want to be on the same show as a comedian I hate who's toxic and
Yeah.
I think that's such a great
Aggressive.
point that you're bringing up. I think a lot of people don't realize in order to create your brand, you have to step on stage to get your 5 to 10 minutes with 30 other comedians. Then you're like, oh, I don't want to be a part of that, right? Like you said, sitting in that back room, that green room, waiting to get out there for those 5 minutes, you sort of are back there for like 2 hours before you get your 5 minutes. And you're like, oh my God, I got to stay mentally healthy. Like I am a performer, but I am not a stand-up comedian, but I sort of...
You have a one-woman show.
I have a one-woman show, but it's this thing that where I totally feel you, because I had moments where I was like trying to learn my skill of how to story tell the way I want to do it. And I did a few, nights of Gotham years ago to sort of, feel myself out. And I got to tell you, that green room is rough. And I'm spoiled now. Like I go to my own green room and then I have a show and then it's just me.
It's my green room.
It's just my green room. And I literally think my mental state couldn't handle the green room with 30 other comedians. It's tough. So you bring up such a valid point. Carve out your own lane, and you're doing that through social media, through podcasting. You get to write your own jokes. You don't have to go with other people. I think
want
that's
to
a really
talk
good
about
thing.
all the snacks, the stuff where you're getting sent Hellman Mayo.
This is what Sarah wants to talk about.
I want to know about the big sandwich that you made at table. Like, how do we connect the dots here?
I love this.
I love his unpackaging. Oh, and then we also have to talk about his Lego obsession. There's just so much fun.
No, we got to talk about the Joan Rivers.
Fun. Okay, got it.
You used to write for Joan Rivers. I got to hear this.
So I used to do a bunch of like food content.
Okay.
But I quit doing food content because it's expensive and it's hard. And also like I make all this food and then there's no one to eat it with because it's just me and Rob in our house.
We'll come over.
You don't love leftovers?
Our freezer's so full. But
Yeah.
I was doing a lot of cooking content and like trying to go that route for a while because like I always kind of had a dream of having my own cooking show. But then like when I started producing it, I was like, this is a lot of work and I don't want to do this anymore. But I was doing a lot of food and grocery content and Hellman's always has like a big PR kind of presence and they send all these food influencers this stuff and I was like, Hellman's, I'm your biggest fan. I talk about you all the time. Like I literally love
You're like, I make tuna and chicken salad every day.
My mother literally tells me if I go get potato salad or macaroni and salad, she only wants it with Hellman's mayo.
You said
and
that.
ShopRite puts it with Hellman's mayo. Isn't that funny?
And so I made a video like calling them out as a joke, be like, are we in a fight? Like I all I do is talk about you and I tag you in every video and you've never sent me anything. And so then they added me to their PR lesson and they just started sending me
We got to get on this list, Sarah.
I mean, I love mayo.
We need some mayo in this joint.
Chad made fun of me.
And I'm still on their list. I still get their stuff, but I don't do food content.
And
You're
then,
like, I can't handle the mayo.
but it
It's too
came
much.
in a huge sandwich, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, what do I do with this?
And it was like made out of wood. And so
It was like heavy.
it weighed a ton. And so I bought like mid-century modern table legs off Amazon and just screwed them to the bottom and made
What was the
table.
delivery
It's
fee
like-
on this sandwich?
It's like an end table. A
I
giant
love this.
sandwich.
Oh my God. And talk about, I know what you want to say.
I'm dying to bring this up. So obviously you're very talented, but you were a comedy writer for Joan Rivers?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me.
for a couple
Tell
years.
me all the things.
It was just for Fashion Police, that show.
I
she had on-
don't care.
Which
That's
was
amazing.
a hit. Fashion Police was, I always watch that and not the red carpet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm obsessed with Joan Rivers. So I think anyone who can write in her voice is so talented. I don't know how you did it. Tell us how that went and how the process was of writing in that voice.
So the basis of the show was always like red carpet and premiere looks, and she would make fun of them.
Yeah.
And so we would get, so the show taped on Thursdays. So on Fridays, we would get the book of next week's dresses and red carpet looks, which was usually like 20 dresses. And then she wanted 10 jokes per dress, but like you could get away with however many you wrote. Like if you were just stuck on something and you only wrote 4 jokes, that's fine. Like,
Right.
She wasn't like keeping track, but she wanted 10 jokes per dress.
Yeah.
And so we would get the book on Friday and we would have all weekend to write. And then Tuesdays were our meetings, our pitch meetings. So then Tuesdays we would sit at her, and our meetings were in Melissa's house in the Palisades, which is gone now, it burned down. But we would sit around Melissa's giant dining room table, and Joan would sit there and we would just go dress by dress down the line and just read all of our jokes at once and then move on to the next dress. And she would just sit there, and she rarely like laughed or said words or anything. You know, she was always just kind of taking it in, making notes. Her head writer, Tony, would sit right next to her, and he would laugh a lot and talk a lot. And because he knew her so well. But they would just like make notes and say which jokes they liked. And you never know what jokes made it into the show until it taped. But also,
cool.
She would make it her own. So like we could write in her voice, but then
Yes.
even she would still change it after that.
Well, comedy legend, right? She's like, great joke. I'm going to do it my way, which I love.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
So yeah, we would pitch on Tuesdays. And then Tuesday night at like midnight, we would get an email and be like, Joan didn't like any of these jokes for Rihanna. So everybody needs to submit 4 to 5 new jokes for Rihanna. And then we would just do that via email. And then Wednesday and then Thursday is when they would tape. And then it usually aired on Fridays, I think. So Fridays we would all get together and watch the show just to see whose jokes made it.
I was going to say, this sounds a lot like an SNL schedule, but did you get to watch the show and be like, oh, mine got aired. Like, you know what I mean? Did you have those moments?
Well, and like we could go to the taping if we want, but it taped at like 9 a.m. on Thursday.
You're like, no, I'm not doing it.
Joan flew across the country every week to do it.
That's
Joan
crazy.
did not stay in LA.
Yes, that's crazy.
Where is she?
Fly out.
Was she a New Yorker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
she
And
would-
like
she
her
didn't even-
apartment, right, in New York was like
Versailles.
like literally no, he's exactly right.
Yeah.
I watched this documentary and I got so jealous because I was like, I want to be there. It looked like gold lame walls. Like, I'm like, how
Yeah,
in
it's
God's
gilded.
name?
It's French. It's very like Versailles, and it's on Central Park. And I'm pretty sure Melissa sold it, but I think whoever bought it hasn't redecorated it yet.
I would
or
not touch
something.
it.
So there's a lot of like realtor walkthroughs of it, and it's just this massive, like, I think 3-floor gigantic New York City apartment overlooking Central Park.
Oh my
Did you
gosh.
like writing comedy for other people?
Yeah, that's the dream.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
because there's no pressure when you write
Right.
for other people, for me at least.
Yeah.
Because if I can have that person's voice in my head, and if it's just like the pitching process like we do, because I worked on RuPaul, I worked on Drag Race too. So when I wrote for Drag Race, I was like, I can just write it in their voice. It's not my problem anymore. But like if it's all me, if all the pressure's on me to be my voice and my jokes and stuff, that's when it's like, ooh.
But you do good
That's
under that pressure,
interesting.
though, because you have this giant social media following. So you do well under that pressure.
Yeah, it's worked out.
It's worked out. How is the experience with RuPaul's Drag Race? How many seasons is it now? That
Oh my God.
success is
Just
outrageous.
regular seasons, I think just regular seasons, it's like 17, and then there's
Wild.
we're on All Stars 10 right now. Like I think the finale is tomorrow night of All Stars 10, but then there's Canada, England has like 3 different series.
What were you writing for that?
Philippines. So the queens do challenges like Survivor.
Yeah.
I wrote all the challenge. I had to come up with the challenges.
Oh, how
And
cool is
I was
that?
considered a producer.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't a union show at the time, so like they couldn't technically hire writers. I had to be a producer. But I also did have to produce them as well. So I didn't just pitch them and come up with them and write them. I had to like produce them, like source the props and the products and the costumes and the wigs and stuff. And also the executive producers are very visual producers. So like if we would write a challenge for the queens to do, we had to literally do it on camera. And they preferred us to wear wigs, which is funny. So there's video footage of me wearing a wig doing these challenges in like test footage, because they really wanted to see what put it on the stage and see how it looks on camera. So like we actually had to like test out the challenges.
That is
before
so
we-
great.
I love this.
You have such a creative mind, right? When do you usually have your aha moments? Do you have it like in the middle of the night? Will you be like, well, you know what I mean?
Sometimes.
When you're like, oh, this will be a brilliant idea.
That happens sometimes. I would say the majority of my like, especially like my comedy ones, like, because I do a lot of shopping hauls and Lego hauls and Pop Mart hauls and stuff now. But when it comes to like the jokey stuff, it's usually spur of the moment because I'll see something and it'll just instantly spark something inside me. Like, especially when I still do jokes about like the gay community and stuff. That's because I'm literally just scrolling on Instagram.
Yeah.
And I'll see a picture or a video of something I think is stupid, and I'll make a video about it on the spot.
So can I ask you this? When you think it's stupid, how do you feel like when you post these and call them out? What is the positive thing that you get out of it? I feel like the humor, right? Of like not taking yourself too seriously.
Yeah, that. It's just like so many people, because at the end of the day, my life philosophy is that we are literally just on a rock floating through space and nothing is real and nothing matters. So
Sounds
I
about
hate
right.
it when people take themselves so seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Like we are here for a tiny amount of time in the grand scheme of the universe.
Yep.
And you're so serious about, your Mexican beach holiday with your tiny little Speedo and, your $1,500 sunglasses, and you're just trying to be so serious. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? This is a picture on Instagram.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Yeah, for real.
So, and like, I'm not really trying to like take people down a peg, and I'm not even trying to humble people. I'm just trying to be like, do you know how stupid you look?
Yeah.
No, I feel like this is sort of my childhood where my parents like, do you get what you're trying to do? Like, take it down a notch.
Well-
But I think it's a really important thing that we need to do in society is sort of like Let's level the playing field
Well,
here.
I feel
Let's
like
not be
all
so
three
stupid.
of us, like, I love self-deprecating humor.
Love it.
I'd rather
I
the
live on
joke
that.
be about me than me point at somebody and, like,
I kind of agree. I mean, I make
Yeah.
fun of myself for a living, but
Yeah.
I agree. I agree.
well, so now you're doing all this fun creative stuff and not taking it seriously, having a blast with it. I want to, like, the Lego haul. Like,
Tell me about the Lego haul.
When did we go through?
Oh, I'm obsessed.
Tell me.
Truly, I found the botanical flower arrangements through you, and because I got them for Thanksgiving and presented them to my nieces, and they made it for Thanksgiving. It's still sitting on our table upstairs.
You know what? My son just turned 1 and he's starting to get obsessed with Legos. So now you got to tell me.
Okay, here we
what
go.
is this?
They're amazing. now.
They're so creative and adorable and pretty. I've always been obsessed with like color and pattern and stuff like that. Like I don't like you know what Kim Kardashian's house looks like? It's just white.
It's just
You're
white. I know. That
It's
stresses
just
me
white
out.
and like stucco. It's weird.
Do people
That
clean it
would-
like all day?
That would make me go crazy.
Yes,
That's like
me
the
too.
padded room kind of.
Yeah, absolutely.
That feels like an asylum. So I need like color and pattern, and I'm always very what is it, tactile? Like I like
Yes.
feeling things. And last year, I mean, I've always loved Lego, but last year I just got into it because like you're building something, so there's like a sense of accomplishment. It's something really pretty and fun to look at. It's a good, like, not time waster, but it's a good way to fill your time if you're just like manic or whatever,
Yeah.
if you're depressed. And it just, I just love it. And it makes me so happy.
Where do they
Also,
all
like,
go? Where do they all go? Do you have a room?
Oh no, I put them all over the house. Like some people will buy like, IKEA shelves and just do a wall of all their stuff. But
Yeah.
like, I like to incorporate it throughout the house. So like I have some in every single room. Like I don't like to just display it like a museum or like a store. Like some people will set up their
Right.
displays
Yes.
like it looks like a Lego store. And I'm like, no. I want it like next to like books and on the mantle and candlesticks and I incorporate it into everything.
I feel like you and Lego need to hook up and they need to
I've
make.
been trying. It is the hardest nut to crack.
Oh,
Because
really? Because I want a gay fat friend Lego.
Oh, literally.
I'm dead serious.
Yeah.
I think that'd be awesome.
I think it's my name. Oh,
What?
did I lose you?
No, we're still here. Hi there.
You know what? Sometimes
Okay.
when Sarah and I get excited, we both instantly freeze. We're like,
We might have been frozen.
And also I think the Wi-Fi in this house is like gigantic, and I have no idea where the Wi-Fi even comes from.
well, you're
So
coming.
Where does Wi-Fi come
I
from,
don't-
Todd?
I never know.
I need to like snoop around and find the router and see where like the hottest spot in this house is.
So talk to us. Your podcast is really fun
Let's
too.
talk about that.
When did that start? What advice can you give us as newcomers into this crazy? We had such FOMO and we felt like we had to join in. So
Here we are.
what advice do you give?
I started last January. We're on a little break right now because I'm here,
Yeah.
it's very
Yeah.
hectic. And but I did it last January just because I was like, I think it's time. Like everyone does that. And
We
I
get
just I just need to like start it and talk and get my voice out there in that form. But podcasts are a lot of work because I feel like the recording of it is 10% of the job.
Yeah.
Because then it's like the editing, the posting, the follow up.
Yes.
But don't you feel the same
communication.
way with your social media platform? I am
Well, yeah, I'm
really,
already doing
it's
it.
so much work.
It's a lot. We both,
Yeah.
we're both doing it all the time, and we both feel like it's a lot of work. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, and that's the thing too is like when I tell people that I do social media as my job, like I never take any days off. I'm on my phone all day long every
know.
day, responding to comments, sharing stuff, recording stuff, editing stuff. I feel like if I do try to take a day off and not post or record or do something, respond to comments, I feel like I'm letting people down and I'm going to lose my algorithm and all this stuff. It's just it's so annoying.
I
You
know.
know, like-
You love it, but does it, I was going to say, it gets me a little like manic or neurotic.
Yes.
Yeah, I get neurotic about it because I just get in my own head and I'm like, okay, well, this video's underperforming and no one's commenting and what's going on and
Right.
what do I do? Like, what did I do wrong and all this stuff? And then I realize like it's out of my hands.
But also just put it out there, right?
yeah,
I love
yeah.
that.
You never know what's going to take off. You never know what people are going to like. But
It's true. You never know what people are going to like. But let me ask you, because yes, you have this whole social media following and like you said, you're on your phone 24/7, but like you're doing your best to manage it all. Do you ever say, I'm giving myself a day and this is what I do to chill out? What is like the thing you do to chill out? What brings you happy? What brings you joy?
Honestly, like I'm a bit of a shopaholic, but like getting new Lego, going to the mall, going
I
to the
love
Lego
this.
store,
I love this
buying
Lego.
bringing home Lego, like sourcing stuff. I really do enjoy that. But also, we live in Seattle now, and we live in like the west side of Seattle, on like the Sound, right next to the water. So we
Are
live
you
next to,
loving
like,
it?
a
I wanted
giant
to ask you, are you just loving your life up there?
Yes and no. It's very removed because Seattle is, the furthest part of the country away.
Yeah.
And it feels lonely up there. It's also like an indoor town. Like people don't really go out and socialize like they do here, And so it was kind of a culture shock going up there and being like, oh,
okay.
we're going to be like indoor kids now, which is fine. And that's one of the reasons why I got into Lego, because I was like, oh, I watch a lot of Netflix and do Lego. But Seattle is like America's outdoor city. So like people hike and kayak and bike constantly.
Love it.
Because, we only get 3 months of good weather.
Has the weather been bad? Have you got a lot of rain?
No, the weather's never bad. It's just like, that's the thing too, is like a lot of people don't realize, like, it does not rain July, August, and September. Like zero rain at all. It won't rain at all. It's deserty and it's dry and it's not even humid. It very much feels like LA. It's just not as hot. It's like 70 degrees every day. It's always cold. That's the thing too. It's like almost always cold in Seattle. It never gets warm. So when it does there's no air conditioning anymore. So when it does get hot, people like,
Yeah.
die.
They're losing their minds.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then the rest of the year, it never really rains either. It doesn't like pour. It's always like a heavy mist, and like occasionally it'll like turn into raindrops.
I
but
hate heavy mist. It's really bad for
yeah,
the
it's
hair.
almost just like cloud. It like there's times in the winter where you won't see the sun for a month. It'll be cloudy every
Oh,
day.
I don't
But it
know.
Do
won't
you feel like that
develop
bothers
into
you?
rain.
Do you have
What?
like what is it? The depression? So, like
What is it? The vitamin D light? Do you
Yeah.
have that?
The happy light? It's called a happy
Happy
light.
Do you have a happy light?
Yeah, Rob has one.
Oh, that's his
'cause
happiness.
It really did affect him.
He's
And
got a
it's-
happy light.
It's just this little square box, like, that's like this big, and you put it on your desk, and you're not really supposed to look at it. It's just supposed to be there, and it works for him. I tried it out one time, and I was like, this isn't the same.
How's mom doing? I know mom. You were just with her, and what you were doing the mom
She's
sweater
great.
things.
Yeah.
I love how I
So-
know everything about, because they're all like so funny, so unique, and so specific to you. I love that. Your voice is very clear, and that's really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Online, that I know it too. I feel like I'm your buddy, which I am.
Yeah, for feel good content, I'm going to you.
Yeah.
My mom has a very specific aesthetic when it comes to like jackets and clothes and stuff. She loves Vera Bradley. She loves a quilt, and I think that's where I get my like love of color from. My mom
love
loves a
her.
pattern.
Yeah.
But the first time I did it was like 6 or 7 years ago, I feel like at this point. But every time I go home, I go through her closet and find all of her quilted jackets and try them on and make fun of them.
Oh my God.
And so I was just there 3 weeks ago. And I did her jackets again. And then I also realized she loves a denim like button up, like a chambray shirt with especially like with an embroiderment of something.
I'm getting itchy thinking about it, but I get it.
No, but I love
get
that
it.
stuff. I
mean, it's
love
very mom core. It's just
Yeah.
mom core.
I get it.
it. Really.
And so, yeah, I just do videos going through her closet and trying on all her clothes.
And mom is how tall is mom?
5'8".
We didn't even talk about
she's a foot
this.
shorter than me.
How tall are you?
I'm 6'7", or
Dude.
6'8", depending on what.
And
she's
how
in
tall
there.
is Rob?
5'4". He's teeny tiny.
Isn't that
love
great?
this. So
It's-
my husband's 6'4" and I'm 5'1". I lie and say I'm 5'2", but that's not. I mean, that's a big thing. But yours is bigger. That's 6'7".
Yeah. And you guys have almost the exact same size range. So
Maybe.
yeah.
How is it seeing life that tall? Chad likes to do that at concerts. He goes to my height to be like, "Oh, that's
true.
That's how you see the world."
I do that too. I've been down to write. I'll put my head on Rob's shoulder and be like, "Oh, that's what you can see." It's like
Doesn't it
we have
suck?
a mirror above our fireplace, like an IKEA mirror above
Yeah.
the fireplace. And I forget this was literally like 2 months ago. I was in the living room and I was like kind of crouching down to look at something, and I realized he can't see any
Yes.
part of his body in that mirror.
Yes,
And I was like,
that's how Chad
"Oh,
puts
this mirror
stuff.
does nothing for you."
My
And he was like,
dad did
"Yeah,
that
I've never-"
too.
That's how I feel about my kitchen. Tom will be reaching for something. He's like, "What did you put up here?" I was like, "Nothing.
I can't
go up
reach
there.
that."
That's your
Yeah, we call it the
department."
no Rob zone. Like if I
Yeah.
ever, I'm
Oh,
like,
that's very funny that you can't
yeah,
even
if I
see
ever want
what's
to like hide something from him, I put it in the cabinet above the fridge. 'Cause,
I talked about sneaky snacks. Maybe I should put my sneaky snacks really low.
Yeah, super low. They can't find it. But
So Tom
Maverick's going to find it.
My
Her
son
big-
will find it.
So have you always owned your height since you were a kid?
Well, I didn't get tall until my senior year of high school.
Whoa.
Oh, you had a
grew
growth
foot in a
spurt.
year. I grew almost a foot in like 14 months.
Did you feel it in your
very painful. It
bones?
was very painful.
Yeah,
You
I
know
was
what?
gonna
That's
say.
really funny because Tom talks about. He said my husband, by the time he hit 11 or 12 years old, he was his height, and he said it was painful that period of time to reach that height, and then he didn't grow after that, and he was just this,
Literally like
6'4", whatever
16,
he is.
17, 17, and 18.
Wow.
Like I grew so fast, and I would lay in bed at night. Sometimes I would cry because it hurt so bad because like my bones would like my body would.
Whoa.
throb.
Yeah, it's like
I could
real
feel my
growing
heartbeat in my
pains.
bones. Like it hurt so bad.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you feel because of your height? I always wondered this. Like, do you incorporate that in your comedy when you were doing stand up? When you walk in a room to meet someone for a general, an agent or something? Do they comment? How do you deal with that? Because I understand that.
Have you wasted so much breath on talking about your height?
Yeah.
Or not waste any time.
No, I love
Enjoy
it.
every moment of it.
I love it. I mean, I don't know anything else, so I might as well, own it and use it to my advantage. But I do enjoy it. I feel bad though because like, I forget where we were. Like we used to go to a lot of concerts, and Rob's tiny, and so I'd want to stand at the front for him, but then I'd feel bad if we stood at the front because I'm blocking other people. It's that thing.
Oh yeah, I was muttering behind you. I was the person muttering like, "Ah, rah, rah, who's this guy that's going to stand up front?" And Chad would be like, "Calm down. We're not getting in a fight tonight." But why is he up front? I can't see goddamn anything around him.
I get it.
But like Rob kind of eased my feelings, and he was like, "You being tall is just as much a problem as them being short. Like it's their problem.
That's
it's
right.
not your problem.
That's right.
Like,
It is my problem.
I stand on my tiptoes.
That's why I wear heels all the time.
Todd, I gotta know.
You bought a ticket to get in here just as much as they did. So like, don't feel bad. Don't make yourself small. And
Totally.
Never
make yourself feel small.
I love that.
Don't let others either.
What is the future of your brand
Yeah.
look like? Of your comedy, of your social media? What are you thinking? Tell us.
I mean, honestly, because of like the jacket stuff I do with my mom, and like I do a lot of unboxings and shopping hauls and stuff. Everybody always like tags QVC and HSN in the comments.
Wait, are you going to come join HSN team?
I mean, that's the dream. I would love that.
You would be so great. Wait,
And
so
you know what
Sarah
my
might know
dream
some
is?
I'll
people.
connect the dots.
There
My
it is.
dream is.
I
which
didn't know
think you-
this.
I think you started this because I think this is how you start, right? Don't you do the like 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. shift? Isn't that everybody's like first shift?
So when I started with HSN and when I did all that guest hosting, they brought me in. I trained. I literally was up for HSN and QVC at the same time, and literally because I had home shopping with the jewelry network that was in the UK that got bankrupt.
That's right. It was
They just needed me. They were like literally threw me on for the 24-hour schedule where they popped me into every hour for a today's special. They're like, we're throwing into the deep end. But Todd, I am going to write you when we're out of this because QVC bought HSN and they're bringing everybody to HSN to Pennsylvania and they're looking for hosts now.
Oh, see, cosmic timing,
Cosmic
alignment.
timing. I didn't know this, and we can connect the
Yeah.
dots after this. I'm going to rate you and whoever I know I could put out there in the
But
world.
wait a minute, if you're
'Cause you'd
going
be
to
great.
if you're going to be a host over there, are you going to keep this Mayo thing alive? Because I think this is great.
Snicky snacks.
I mean, if they get into food, that would be
They
the dream.
do. They're great. My mother used to buy Printables, Mrs. Printables edible apples. My mother would buy everything. Was your mom a big HSN QVC woman?
Not shop like she didn't shop with them, but
Yes.
she always loved that aesthetic.
Oh,
Yeah.
my mom, we had boxes. Like Amazon now took over. At my house in junior high, it was gemstones that she got obsessed with. It's so weird how you become your mother. Like,
Yeah.
But is it, don't you feel like there's
Well-
something like, I don't want to say like appealing, but yeah, maybe I do. Like something about QVC that is so appealing to me that Amazon doesn't have is that they sell you it. And I love that.
Oh, you would love doing
I
it. That's
love-
what Todd's doing on all the time when he's like, look at all this
Selling.
great stuff I'm doing.
I love when they
My-
do that.
buying.
New obsession is TikTok Live, which I feel like is like QVC and HSN adjacent, which I feel like they're probably doing that already, right?
Yeah,
Like
so that's they were so basically to keep their audience, right? To make it younger, because even when they were like they were training us, I think it used to be older. They would be like, we're targeting 50 to 60. Now they're trying to bring it down to like 30 to 60. How are we doing it? We're doing it Instagram lives, we're doing it TikTok lives. Yes, so they have these people that are younger demographic to target the social media people.
Yeah, and I find myself like I definitely shop from TikTok lives and I watch TikTok lives because like with like the Pop Mart Labubu stuff that I've been collecting,
Yeah,
a lot of that stuff is only sold through TikTok live, and so like I'll prop my phone up, I'll just like prop my phone up and turn it on and like leave it on in the corner, and they'll be like, okay, now we're dropping the Labubu, and I'm like, it's time, and like you gotta like, and it's almost like
you're in it.
You're sort of doing QVC adjacent. I love this.
Yeah.
Todd, I haven't joined TikTok because I was trying to give myself some peace.
I know.
Because I doom scroll. I feel like I post. I'm trying to be out there. It's like all the stuff we did when we first started in this crazy business that we were actively doing as performers. Now everybody's doing it online. And it's an overwhelming.
I know. There's like a
fury.
FOMO, maybe.
There's this anxiety, pressure.
I totally get that, and like I think if I had another job, if I was doing something else, I wouldn't be so invested in all the stuff that I'm invested in. But like because I made this my job and my career,
right?
I'm like,
you're in.
I like need to be there, and I feel like I have to do it every day, and that's kind of stuff. But like, if I had another job and I was doing something else, I would totally not be as obsessed and posting, twice a day like I do now.
But really, the message is you can have an entire career out of this that is fulfilling and it's financially fulfilling. It's all these things that maybe some people don't realize you can build an entire brand this way.
And I'm so happy for you. You deserve it.
Yes.
You've always been a standout person, and like your humor, your personality, your heart, and your humor. Did I say that again? I'm doubling down on humor.
Yeah, but now there's got to be a gay fat friend Lego. I need it.
Our lights just blinked.
My lights just blinked like that.
Oh,
are we?
Twice.
Is our time up? Do we need to get off stage?
No.
Yeah, exactly. They're giving us the
our stage manager and producer is like 5 minutes. No, I also want to say like that's an angel talking to us, being like, do it. It's a sign from the universe.
I just want like a Todd anecdote before you leave. Like I want to know what, like, just give us something, like advice about life, or
give us a life anecdote. What keeps us happy?
A life anecdote, just don't dwell on the past. That is a thing I think about all the time. I feel like sometimes I'll be laying in bed and be like, remember that one time we were at Chaz Bono's pool party and drank too much and said that stupid thing, and I'm like, that was in 2011. Like, calm it down, sister. Stop dwelling on the past. So yeah, don't dwell on the past. Just have fun.
Oh my God, I sometimes do that.
And you think that was a joke of a story. That was a real story. But I don't know what you said, so don't worry. We all forgot because I was too drunk too.
But I do that. I'll be like, I can't believe that happened. I'm such an idiot. And like you said, Candace, that was 2006. Like, pull it back.
Well, something I want to hold on from the past is you, and we got to talk more often, but I love seeing your presence online. You have so many things. Obviously, I kept bringing up because I like see you every day and they make me happy. And I think
I miss you too. Like, I miss like going swimming at your pool at your apartment.
Oh my gosh. Wait, are you going to go see 30-minute musicals? They're doing a show this Jurassic Park.
I think they're doing Independence Day this weekend.
Jurassic Park and Independence Day, maybe the double feature.
That's got to be 10 years running.
Oh, they
30-minute musicals.
They're always
going.
Brooke does it every year. Like they just put it up one weekend every year.
Brooke Seguin, the creator, director, all that jazz.
I love this.
Well, thank you for being a part of this for us.
Thank you for having me.
It was such a pleasure meeting you. You're just a doll. My gosh.
And we'll get you that info on. We'll send you
let's get
stuff.
that HSN
connection going. I promise you.
You need to be a host. I'm ready.
But also, let's figure out that TikTok live. So who sponsors the TikTok live? Who does it?
The companies do it directly. Pop Mart does it directly.
Yeah, there's a world there. That's a world for you too, though. Because then you could do it from when you're home, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, this is awesome.
Well, a lot of people do. I mean, your setup looks like a TikTok live. Neon behind you and stuff like that. So
we could do it, Sarah.
It can all happen.
We can all do
Todd,
it.
produce it for us, please. Help us.
No, he's in it. He's a star.
I know, but he's also got the producer brain. We need it. We need the brain.
The brain.
All right, well, I'm off to Silver Lake to go have lunch. Astro Family Diner. Have you ever been there? It's one of my favorites.
I have actually. It's a good diner.
Enjoy Cali
Yeah.
time. It's been a while since
I miss it.
The last time I was there was the fires, and I was like, it's time for me to leave.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so I got to come back and enjoy that time. It was another alternate life for all of us, I'm sure.
Go enjoy that brunch.
All right. Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
Thanks for having me. Love you.
Bye, love.
Bye.
Woo! Todd is fantastic.
I love him.
I think I love that we've brought in so many tall people.
You know, I realize that. Do we talk about height too much? Do we have a complex that we're short? I definitely do.
I 100% have a short complex.
That's growing up, being a dancer growing up.
Do
always
you
wishing I was
think?
taller.
Oh yeah, I always wanted to audition.
I wanted to be a rocket.
I wanted to audition for the Susan Stroman shows. My
that was
legs aren't long enough.
My anything's not long enough.
My
all
butt
things.
is too big.
Yeah, me too. No.
But you know what?
You're right.
We are who we are, and we own that.
We embrace those curves.
somewhat. We're embracing.
Yeah. Holy hell, that was awesome.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
He is so fun, guys. You got to check out his Instagram. His Instagram is Gay Fat Friend.
And isn't that fun that, like I said, like these are all little moments he has on social media that I see him that's so authentically him and his personality. He's not being anybody else.
I got to be honest
but him
with you.
and owning that.
I got to be honest with you. If my dream someday, if it's real big and I get to bring in a writer, I would bring in a writer like him to write with and for me because his energy is so chill and so calm, but yet so real and funny. Like some people, to be funny, they have to be this loud, and it's like, whoa. Take it back. He didn't have to be that, and he's still so funny.
So I would say when we were talking about the comedy rooms and comedy stores, I worked with a sketch group when I was in Los Angeles for the time, and we would go and I would go support some of the comedians. And it is interesting. There is a very aggressive, competitive, where everybody's trying to one up with energy, with timing.
It's hard.
And even I'm saying not even in the show, like just sitting and like having drinks after the show, it feels like there is this very competitive
I'll tell
kind
you,
of world.
if I meet
and
someone new and they ask Tom, or if it's Tom's friend and I don't know them, or it's his work buddy, and they're like, what does your wife do? And if he slips and says comedian, all of a sudden they think they have to be funny around me. I'm like, no, wait a minute. That's not the case, because that's not what I do.
Did I tell you that I find myself kind of not into comedy clubs because of that?
Yeah.
I don't want to sit down and say, make me laugh.
But that's what's so good about him is he's so chill with himself and with what he knows his capabilities are, that he's like, this is what I do, this is what I'm going to write, this is what I think. And that takes a lot of growth to get there. I have to check myself every now and then. I'm like, Candace, you don't need to try so hard. And that's what I love about him. His energy is wonderful.
And it does take getting older to do that, but to put yourself out there for so long and to be like, wait, but I want it to be my voice now. So writing for those people, which he said he loved, which is so cool, because I feel like there is something where when you're writing for you, you're like, I am representing me, and this better be funny. If I just pitch to someone like Joan Rivers, where you're like, take it, lady, you're the queen. Talking about that story, it really reminded me of Hacks.
Oh
the
my
TV
God,
show.
me too. I was thinking of that the whole time. And then when he said Melissa Rivers, I was like, we're trying to get her to be a guest on this podcast. That I was this needs to happen now. Now it needs to happen.
And we have to get him with QVC HSN.
We're
but
gonna
it
do
seems
that.
like the world of TikTok might be where the future is. I know
he's doing
that's
pretty damn well on there. So
don't you want like Hellman's to send you all different dips?
Well, I was just gonna say, I feel like our happiness, yours is probably Hellman's, and I think mine is the Legos. That's my happiness. I'm taking it right from Todd. That is my happiness today. The Legos.
Yeah, I would say that like literally, I thinking about him and his wonderful relationship with his mom, and how like I would say some of my happiness is like going into my mom's closet. She still has this like 70s like maroon leather jacket with fur cuffs. We have my dad's like Marlboro Man jacket. I like love all that authentically like who they were at that time and never getting rid of them. Even though I know that I've been trying to like lessen my wardrobe.
Yeah,
but I'm keeping my sequin suits for me when I'm 80.
Suit.
Of course I
Tara, don't start with the sequin suits.
You're jealous.
No,
I'm wearing
so
my
jealous.
sequin jumpsuit till I'm like 90.
Do you know what I think of?
What?
What's her name? Sandra Bullock in that movie that came out like 2 years ago with Channing Tatum. I can't remember the name of the movie, where she's the writer. She wears a sequin jumpsuit throughout the whole movie, and she looks good.
I have like 4 or 5.
She looks good. Oh, yeah, you look good in them. I love them. But don't start.
No, we're not going to start
We
with
gotta
wardrobes.
go. This was
He was
so
great.
fun.
Thank you, Todd. Follow him on Gay Fat Friend, and then Gay Fat Friend and Friends is his podcast.
Yeah, we got to get on that podcast. When he picks back up again, we're getting on it. I'm forcing myself on.
Here we go. Let's do it.
Don't start. All right, I got to go. Thanks for joining us today.
You can follow us on Instagram at Don't Start Podcast.
Or subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.
And we'll see you next time, friends.
Don't Start is produced by Anthony Street Productions.